Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like two different people at the same time. 2018 versus 90s makeup. Boom. I really like both sides of the face. Honestly, I can wear this. I'm actually gonna wear this look tonight. This look is way more rounded and smoky and kind of grungy. And this one is a little more winged out, arched. Still soft, but very highlighted and just something. If you grew up in the 90s as a teenager or as a young adult, let me know if I'm missing something or if I got it right. And then on this side, this is basically my everyday glam kind of look. This is 2018 for me. So let me know if you want to see more of these videos because I think this is so freaking fun. You can't wear this look out. I mean, you can if you want, but people are gonna look at you like you are awesome. You guys let me know if you want to see different eras, 80s, 60s, 70s, I'm here for it. And let's look at the comparison in these two makeup looks. I think it's so fun. Mom, are you out there? I hope you're watching this. Grandma? If you want to see how to compare towards each other, then let's keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the quad family. You know what? If I can bring my quad up, I would, but I'm not that flexible yet. I'm working on it. All right, so let's get into the video. On the 90s side, they like to keep their face super duper matte. Everything was matte. No highlight, nothing. So I wanted to start off with a base mattifying primer. So this is from Makeup Forever. From my experience, you have to kind of work it in quick because it will dry in that little spot and it will not move. If you have oily skin, you're gonna love this. On the other side of my face, we are gonna use a moisturizing primer. I'm saying this is something that we like to use these days because we all like hydration, radiance, supple, young, youthful looking skin. So I'm gonna go with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, primer and a moisturizer in one. So this is one that I really like. Smashbox like kills it on all the primers. Put this primer on, and I actually have really dry skin, so this works really great for me. For foundation, I am going to start off with the 90s side. My favorite foundation right now is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation, and I chose this one to mix into this one just because in the 90s people kind of went for a lighter skin tone so their eyes could really stand out. So I have my new clean fresh beauty blender. I'm really excited to use it. I always love using fresh beauty blenders. And then I'm gonna mix sand right in there, just a little splash. Oh my gosh. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. Okay, there it goes. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit. This is such a full coverage mattifying foundation that I just thought it would be perfect for a 90s look, even though I currently love this foundation. But I always end up using highlight and a radiance spray or some kind of illuminating spray along with it just so I can bring back some of that luminosity back into my skin. But the coverage on the foundation, I've said it so many times, I'm sure you guys know how I feel about this foundation by now, but the coverage is just absolutely amazing. It's good. Another favorite of mine is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage. I can definitely build this up to a full, but it never looks matte or it never looks super cakey or full. It just looks like your skin, but 30 times better. So this is a really good one because you keep that fresh look. And this is kind of actually a really cool way to compare makeup. You can really get the full effect of comparing from one side of the face to the next. You can see that on this side, it's covering up my darkness. It is covering up my blemishes, but you can still see it has like a dewy kind of finish to it. Well, my face kind of sits and sets. I'm gonna do my brows. Brows are a very interesting one for the 90s. 90s brows are very thin. Basically, if you've ever seen Pamela Anderson in the 90s, Drew Barrymore. I'm gonna take the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit because it has a very narrow tip and my hair is just everywhere. I'm just gonna brush through, and naturally I have thin brows, so this isn't gonna be too hard for me. This is just basically embracing my brow. I think instead of doing that really intense brow, nowadays we're just keeping it pretty fluffy and natural looking. So I'm gonna take the Brow Wiz from Anastasia on this side because this is the soft brown. And I'm just gonna go back and forth like this just to fill it in, super natural. But I am gonna go a little bit lower just because I do want more of a full brow. And I'm gonna use a softer hand, and it's not gonna be too hard to create like a natural looking brow because the color of this pencil is just so perfect, like a natural effortless color for this brow. So Just gonna keep it like it is. And then I'm gonna take Foolproof brow powder. I love this powder. It's so natural and soft looking on the brow. And this is in shade number 5 as well. I'm just gonna go over the Anastasia. It's a little too light for me. Blink Neutral Shadow Fusion palette, which looks like this. I thought it was perfect for this 90s look because there's a lot of neutral colors. Dip into Citrine, which is this first bone shade, and just pop it all over the lid so that we eliminate the creasing. I was looking at makeup in the 90s and it looks like the eyeshadow was very minimal, taupey shadows, so it was very basic basically. So I'm gonna take Moonstone, which is the shade right here, and I'm gonna use that. Excuse my nails, by the way, they're so bad. I'm giving them time to just recover from all of the fake nails I put on them. For the crease area and just basically all around the eye, nothing was super precise with eyeshadow back in those days or with eyeliner. And I'm gonna work that all over the eye in general. The eyeshadow looks then were very rounded. So I'm just gonna make sure to do everything that I do here, bring it in a circle right on the lower lash line. Okay, so now that we have that color down, I feel like I put my dark circle back on my face, but that's okay. At the end of this look, you will see how it makes sense. And then I'm gonna take Terra right there, that really pretty brown matte color. Pop that right on the lid. And I'm just gonna take that all the way around the eye from the inner corner to the outer corner. Just one big circle of eyeshadow. I'm gonna keep it pretty matte, cool tone, neutral looking. So I'm just gonna take that black shade in the palette, just touch the top of the lash line. Because this is a super densely packed brush, you're gonna get a lot of product right away. So I actually put way too much on there. So I'm just gonna go back to Moonstone again and start to blend this through. And then I'm also gonna take it on the lower lash line. So bring it around. I'm going to use the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, and I'm gonna take Caramel, which is a warm tone brown. A lot of these top shades are warm tone, and that's what's kind of trendy right now, and just work that all the way through the crease. I'm also gonna pick up some pumpkin spice right there. With this eye, I'm just gonna take this down halfway. I'm not gonna go all the way through. Just going to take it on the outer lower lash line. I'm gonna pick up Hazelnut and Mocha and mix them together. But I'm gonna focus this on my outer V, and I'm not gonna take the dark all the way into the inner corner of the eye, which actually works great for my eyes because they are a little bit more close together. So when I keep darker shadows towards the ends of my eye, they make them, it just kind of balances my eye shape out a little bit better. And then for the top lash line, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing. I'm gonna use Mocha to trace out. So these days we love our wings. I'm just gonna do a shadow wing. You can start off a little bit lighter and then build and intensify this wing to be super, super dark. So I'm just gonna do that. I actually really like how that looks. I'm gonna take a little bit of this right down on the lower lash line too. For the inner corner, I just want to take Vanilla Cream and pop it in right there, just so this area looks nice and bright and awake. I love this shade for the inner corners, the inner third, just all over the lid in general, or right on top of your concealer. It just makes everything look so bright and even. It looks so pretty. And then we really love our glow these days. We love our glow. There's no doubt about it. I was thinking of putting something right on the lid, but I kind of like it matte like that. I'm gonna do Macchiato on the inner corners. So this shade right here, which is really pretty as a highlight too. Now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner on this side. Stay pretty close to the lower lash line and just start to inch my way in. There was no wings back in the day, maybe a tiny, tiny flick, but definitely not a full-blown structured wing. It was very just natural and enhancing the lashes kind of a thing. And then I'm gonna take this guy right here and smudge the eyeliner back and forth. I'm gonna do the same thing to the lower lash line. I'm gonna smudge that downwards and then make sure that everything is just, there's no harsh lines and everything's kind of messily blended out. I'm gonna take the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara in Ebates Black. This is the Shayla collab. This is actually one of my favorite mascaras other than the Elsie one. So I'm also gonna do that on the other eye. I'm just putting on mascara in general because we are gonna really work those lashes today. If you don't move your mouth like this, you don't get points. So getting onto lashes, on the 90s side, I don't really think that lashes was a big thing. So I just got these in from House of Lashes. They're very big and PC, just like I like them, and flared out. These are the House of Lashes Posh Noir, I think, but I will have it listed below. Since we're going for the all matte, very high coverage kind of look, I am just gonna go with the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium. On the 2018 side of the face, I'm gonna use the MAC Water Weight Concealer. Use a little bit around the mouth, the chin, Cupid's bow, and right on the top. So I'm gonna start with setting this side of the under eyes first because it's still kind of it's almost dry, but it's not quite. So this is a perfect time to set the under eyes with translucent powder. So my favorite one to use is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. You want to do this part kind of fast before it dries down all the way. And this is gonna brighten, prevent creasing, and set the under eyes so beautifully. And in pictures, you're not gonna see a shadow at all. At the same time with this, you're not gonna have flashback when you're taking pictures, which is a big plus when baking. And that's kind of like a thing that we do these days. We like to bake different parts of our face. For the other side, we're just going to set the entire face overall. So for that, I'm gonna take my Wander Beauty powder. It's actually a powder foundation, very mattifying and full coverage. Makeup in the 90s, I noticed that there was a little bit of a light flush of color on the cheeks. So I'm gonna go with the Ofra Blush in Bellini. It's a very light pink. And then for this side, we love to contour. We love sculpted cheeks, noses, everything is about the contour nowadays. I'm gonna add some of the banana shade right down the nose and on this side. Also just add a little bit more right in here. I'm gonna skip blush on this side and just do bronzer. I think bronzer is something that most people tend to gravitate towards rather than blush, just because it's more natural looking, sun-kissed, and we just love that tan sun-kissed look these days. I'm gonna take my Nars Laguna bronzer and work that all over this side of my face. On the 2018 side of my face, we are all about the glow, and I feel like we're looking a little matte at this point. So I'm gonna take the Urban Decay X Kristen Leanne Beauty Beam Highlighter Palette, which is extremely glowy. It'll definitely blind your haters. So I'm just gonna run my brush through all of these shades. This is the 238 brush. Take that right on top of the cheeks. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go right above the brow bone, on the tip of the nose, on the Cupid's bow. And some do it on the chin. I'm actually skipping that this year. I want to intensify the luminosity and the radiance. So I'm gonna take the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray and only keep it on this side of my face. We are done. And then for this side, I'm just gonna leave it matte. I think the powder did a really great job of setting it in place. So I'm gonna leave it how it is and move on to the lips. So for the lips on the 90s side, it's all about the berry brown kind of lips. So I'm gonna go with the ColourPop New Lipstick. And this is in the shade Friends. And it's actually so cute. I want to put it all over my lip, but we're gonna keep it on this side. This is looking super punk rock. So I'm gonna mix a little bit more of a berry tone in there. This is from ColourPop as well. It's number 20, it's called 27. So I'm gonna take that right on top. I'm gonna take the Jouer lip liner in this shade. I think I've been using this a lot. This is Sable, it's really pretty. I'm just gonna line. On top of that, I'm gonna take the M Cosmetics French Nude lip and pop it right on top. I'm gonna pick up this gloss from Dose of Colors. It's called Dolly. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this versus video. Don't forget to comment below and tell me what other eras you want to see or what other verses you want to see. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. And before I let you go, I just want to let you know that you are enough. You are beautiful enough, you're smart enough, and you have enough. I just want to let you know that. I love you with all of my heart. And if you ever have anything, any questions, or you need anything, I am here as a friend to you. Not only to teach you about makeup and show you different looks and inspire you in that way, but I'm here as a friend for you. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and until the next video. Bye, dollies.